It's Week 4 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' rookie quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Raiders and the Browns. And
the Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
If your quarterback is going to make a habit, Mike, of operating outside the numbers or the outer third of the field, you better neutralize the EMO. So what EMO stands for is the end man on the line. It could be a defensive end, a linebacker, or any walked-up perimeter player who is responsible for setting the edge. You have to get them accounted for, because if not, you better keep your quarterback in the pocket, or else you're going to suffer a lot of sacks. I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
In motion is Myers. He'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a 2nd-round pick back in April's draft.
And as we see the quarterback take the field, Mike, I mean, think back to the game that he's coming off of. Not only did he lead his team to a win, but he broke Norm Van Brocklin's single-game passing record in the process. Mike, that's a record that stood from 1951 all the way up until last week. I'm not sure we're going to see him replicate that type of success in this one, but if he's somehow able to do so, it will easily be the best 2-game stretch by an NFL quarterback in league history. Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
In motion is Myers. Now they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
And this is one of the downfalls to man coverage, Mike. Anytime the defender's eyes are so locked in on their responsibility, there's not a lot of guys with eyes on the quarterback. And in this case, he escapes the pocket, becomes a runner, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, a second-round pick back in April's draft.
Now, Mike, he's coming off a game where they just simply couldn't keep him out of the end zone. I mean, usually he's the one helping his teammates get across the goal line, but they failed to account for him multiple times with his legs, and he took advantage of it. I'm not sure they can expect him to have that type of rushing performance week in and week out. But we know now, if he has a chance to call his own number, he's certainly not going to shy away from it.
A big-time play for Vegas. 45 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So at that score, he's into double digits. 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. You don't see that too often from a quarterback. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's 1st and goal. A huge play just before the half. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
board.
Punto más, un punto más.
Check the kicker, guys. Give him some time.
3 points are huge.
We need these points.
What is this?
What a trick play, coach. You do it.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Get your eyes checked. That's not what I saw.
Make that kick.
To the house.
Let's make some plays out there, all. All right, get down.
This defense is asleep. Let's go.
That defense can't stop you.
Steamroller, baby. Check the kicker, guys. Give him some time. Come on, kick it. Oh, we need these points.
Take the kicker, guys. Give him
That's
some
an easy
time.
three. Take that kick. Woo! You got the cheat code. Oh, let's go.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
Take the play here. Take it down.
We have an offense.
Keep the ball.
Take that. that to sleep! Let's make some plays out there, oh!
Score on these guys!
Keep up with our attack offense.
What are you doing? Were they even paying attention? Oh, man! Come on!
Keep it moving on!
Play together.
Run it in for a touchdown!
Down like a lawnmower, baby!
I believe in you, offense.
Get some momentum! We can make a play here, take it to him!
Keep them chasing.
Push it downfield, offense.